Hello guys, we count 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Hello guys, Waldo Solano. Hola chicos, soy Waldo Solano. Hoy vamos a trabajar un poco de footwork o pasos de salsa. So what we want to do first is a step I call crossover. Right? As a way that you can see this, imagine that you're dancing on a cable. Right? You're trying to be stepping in front of your feet to step in that cable. For balance purposes, make sure your heels are together and your toes separate. Right? That's how you step in front of you, so that was easy. Keep your knees slightly bent. Right? So it's the only way you're going to keep balance. If you find yourself losing balance with this one, most likely it's because you keep your feet straight. Right? Then you do this, it's really easy to keep balance, so be careful with that part. Right? But at the same time, this is an illusion. Right? The goal for you gonna be is to be able to pivot first, to be able to step in front of the line. Right? You pivot first, then you step in front of the line. Right? So if you do, you can cross a little bit, but not that much. Right? But don't believe or think that you're crossing like this, right? Or you're gonna trip. Right? So let's do a basic step first. We go 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Right? So my waist in my right, I wanna pivot to my right a little bit so I can step forward with my left. Right? Now I'm gonna pivot my waist in my left. Now I'm gonna pivot to my left, so I step forward with my right. Right? Now I do the same thing. My waist in my right, pivot to my right, so I can step forward with my left. You're gonna use every other count, right? So it's not every single count. So you finish your basic 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. You step in 1, hold 2, 3, hold 4, 5, hold 6, 7. Then you hold in 8, then you could go to your basic step. So let's try it. Basic first. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Basic 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. All right? Now, this step make it gonna feel slow. The whole purpose of this is so you guys start put a little bit of body movement when you do this. All right? So it's the same basic movement that you do in the basic step. All right? The only difference, you go slow. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. All right? So that way you can start putting like flavor to your steps. All right? Alright chicos, el paso de hoy que hacemos se llama crossover. Right? So, este es como hacerle como un equilibrista que camina en un cable. Right? Pero la única diferencia para no perder balance es que tienes que tener tus tacones juntos y las puntas de los pies un poquito separadas. No demasiado porque vas a parecer pato, un poquito. ¿Okay? De ese modo, cuando piso al frente, si ven, todavía mis pies están apuntando como a las esquinas del cuarto. Right? Right. Esto lo va a hacer sencillo, mantenga sus rodillas un poco dobladas y lo va a hacer sencillo mantener el balance. Right. Pero la clave está que van a hacer como apagar un cigarrillo, van a girar un poquito en el pie derecho para poder pisar enfrente con el izquierdo. Después giran el izquierdo para pisar enfrente con el derecho. Right. So, es una ilusión de que cruzamos, pueden cruzar un poquito, right, pero no demasiado. So, lo que no hago es esto, no estoy haciendo esto. Right. So, lo que estoy haciendo es torciendo mis caderas para que el otro pie pueda pisar enfrente. ¿Okay? So, hacemos el básico primero. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Ahora mi peso está en el pie derecho. Voy a hacer un poquito giro hacia la derecha de mis caderas para pisar enfrente con el izquierdo. Ahora giro mis caderas a la izquierda para pisar enfrente con el derecho. Giro a la derecha para pisar enfrente con el izquierdo. So, hacemos 4 pasos en 8 cuentas. Eso significa que tienes que hacer una pausa después de cada cuenta. So, pisas en el 1, te esperas en el 2, pisas en el 3, te esperas en el 4, pisas en el 5, te esperas en el 6, pisas en el 7, pausa en el 8, a tu básico otra vez. So, hagamos con un básico. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Y se te va a hacer sencillo hacer estos pasos. Si lo aprendes rápido, la razón por la cual hacemos el sencillo es para que empieces a poner un poquito de movimiento corporal, para que los pasos empiecen mejor. Entonces, ahora que tienes más tiempo, te va a ayudar a inclinarte hacia un lado o hacia el otro si quieren, o nada más lo mantienen sencillo, pero al mismo tiempo quiero que muevan, empezando los muevos de los hombros que han aprendido en los calentamientos. So, prácticamente si lo hago con el movimiento corporal, haría esto. 5, 6, 7 y 1, 2, 3, 4. Hago mi básico y eso es todo. All right? Good.
Hey ladies, Jacqueline Solano here again. Thanks for joining me. All right, so a couple of tips for this particular step. The most important, ladies, is to remember ladies' timing for this. And what we're going to do to make it a little bit more simple is we're going to do the same basic step, the first half of it, to keep you with the timing of what we're doing. All right, so we're going to take 3 steps back first. 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to go 1, 2, 3. And remember, we are dancing with bent knees. Okay, we are dancing the same as we would the basic, with our basic arms, with our chest, with our shoulders, that basic movement. Once you're here on 3, you're going to do the same thing that Waldo talked about. You're going to take some slow steps on 5, 7. And you're going to imagine that you are dancing on like a tightrope, okay? And the feeling really should be like if you were to twist, that's really what pivoting is, except, you know, like the dance like the twist, except you're doing it on one foot as you're stepping forward, okay? So we have our basic 1, 2, 3, and you're going to do that first twist. 5, because remember we hold the count 4. You're going to hold 6, and you're going to twist again 7. Now, one thing I will say about this move is there are a lot of moves in salsa where we're doing arms specifically to help with our balance. I mean, like think about tightrope walkers. They have their arms out when they're walking on the tightrope. Well, it's essentially important also, especially at your level, to make sure when you're doing a lot of these type twistings that your arms are out. Luckily for follows, our arms are already out and we should be doing that basic movement for the follow stance and the basic step. So continue with that. So what I would like to see is bigger arms here. 1, 2, 3. And then when you do it slow, 5, okay? Obviously arms over here. 7, right? Now, we're here on 7. But we have a couple of more counts to go. You can complete the move by adding the 1 and the 3. So we have 1, 2, 3. We're going to start the move on 5 and 7. And then you can continue going. You can go 1, 2, 3. And then you can finish your basic step. 5, 6, 7 normally. So let's do it together with counts. Here we go. Let me back up a little bit. So you're pretending you're on that tightrope. You're feeling like the twist when you're pivoting on that foot. All right, and you're maintaining those basic arms a little bit bigger so you can maintain your balance. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, here we go. And 5, 6, 7 again. 1, 2, 3. Finish your basic. 5, 6, 7. All right, en español, por favor.
Ahora, chicas, van a hacer lo mismo que el chico está haciendo, pero recuerden, esto lo hacen en su propio tiempo. So, primero se van a ir hacia atrás en el 1, 2, 3. Como hacen su básico, y en el 5 empiezan cruzando con el pie izquierdo. 5, right? Después se va a ir con el derecho, después con el izquierdo, right? Y para terminar
derecho
con
también.
El derecho. Right? Recuerden, van a hacer 4 pasos, pero tienen que ser en 8 cuentas.
Right.
Right? So, se va a sentir un poquito más lento, so hagan una pausa después de que pisan. Right?
Con counts.
So, con cuentas 5, 6, 7 y 8. Y 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3 y 5, 6, 7. Y si ves, terminas con la mitad de tu básico en el frente y eso completa todo tu paso. Otra vez, 5, 6, 7 y 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 y 1, 2, 3 en 5, 6, 7. Balance es la parte más difícil de este paso.
Yes.
So, cuidado con los brazos. Imagínense que están haciendo los mismos básicos los brazos de un básico, pero al mismo tiempo vean cómo sus piernas tuercen las caderas como el twist, ¿verdad? Para que puedas pisar enfrente, no completamente cruzar, ¿verdad? Si lo haces rápido, crea la ilusión de que cruzas, pero realmente no cruzas mucho, ¿verdad? Simplemente tuerces las caderas y pisas enfrente, ¿verdad? Una última vez. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 y 1. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 y 1. Alright guys, so the next part is to do the same step, but now with regular steps, alright, so regular timing. You see we was waiting every other count to do the steps, alright, we start on 1, then we pause, step, and pause. Now we actually gonna do 3 steps back to back and 1, 2, 3 like your basic step. You see your basic step, you do 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, using the same technique about the twisting of your hips to be able to pivot and go forward. You're going to do the same tempo, now you go do it faster. You go 1, 2, 3, right? Something what I suggest is practice how to twist like this, right? Like old school twist dance, right? So that way, every time you twist, you step forward, right? So practice the steps, then little by little, we practice the velocity speed, right? So we do this. We do the basic, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Then we go 1, 2, 3. Pause in 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause 8. Basic step 2, 3, 5. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Basic 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Since these tend to be a little harder than the one before, if you want to, don't do much styling, just keep your arms here. But if you find it to master the step right away, something what you can do a shimmy with the shoulders, right? Notice that what I do is one shoulder at a time. If you want to start incorporating styling with your shoulders, right? Something you can do to practice how to do this, something I do, I put my fingers like this, right? If that allow me to push to each other. Don't do it like that because it make a little tight. It's a little hard to move the shoulders. It's easier when you do this, right? It's not like a hard pressure, so that way your fingers can allow you to do some movement. And now you push to each other to push your shoulders to the opposite direction. Right? I don't know if you can see the movement. Right? So I go to the opposite direction, every shoulder, but I do it in a straight line. Right? I don't do it in circles. Right? So this way, you can train your shoulders to work this way. And now when you do this, you maintain your hands here, and you can go faster. All right? So something what you can do if you get a step is when you do this, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. You see I didn't do anything, I just keep my arms here. But you can, then you go. So you can add a little bit movement in the top. Right? So last time, 5, 6, basic. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Right, chicos, ahora vamos a hacer el crossover, pero más rápido. Si viste, estábamos haciendo una pausa después de cada paso. Ahora tienen que hacer el mismo tiempo que hacen en su básico. So, si ves en tu básico, haces 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Ahora tienes que hacer el mismo paso que hiciste anteriormente en el mismo tiempo. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Lo importante manera de hacer esto, practiquen el baile del twist. De esa manera, cada vez que haces, si ves, estoy moviendo mis tacones, ¿verdad? Pero lo hago moviendo las caderas. Son las caderas las que mueven los pies, ¿verdad? Ahora, practiquen eso para que cuando hagan esto rápido, no tengan problemas para hacer los pasos. Recuerden, es lo mismo tiempo del básico, so tienen que hacer pausa en 4 y en 8. So, lo que vamos a hacer, hacemos un básico, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Después vamos, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Básico, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Una vez que practiquen eso una y otra vez, cuando lo tengan, agregan o practican primero los hombros de manera a hacerlo rápido. Está bien si lo hacen lento al principio, no hay problema con eso. Y después poco a poco practiquen más velocidad. Y después lo ponen todo junto. Hacemos un básico. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 y 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. All right.
All right, ladies, so yes, now we're gonna take it a little bit faster with the move. And a couple of tips before we get started. Waldo suggested with a lot of practice, you could do your shimmies. The one mistake I always see my ladies do in my follows for some reason when they start out is they like to go up and down. I'm not sure why. Or they like to take the shoulder that they already know forward around and they like to continue that. You can do that. You can keep your normal hands here. Or my suggestion, if you're just starting out, keep your hands just in a neutral position because it's really fast. And oftentimes you want the focus to be on your feet if the steps are really, really fast. So don't complicate things by trying to do a million movements with your hands and upper body. Keep it simple until you've mastered the steps, okay? All right, so I'm gonna show it this way. All right, and with the ladies counts, remember we have to start going with a half basic back on 1, 5, 6, 7 half basic, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to move a little bit faster now. 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to keep going. We got to pause here on 4 and we'll keep going. 1, 2, 3. And then we will finish our basic 5, 6, 7 as I run into the wall. Okay. I'm sorry, as I run into the beach. So let me back up just a little bit. Let's do that again. 5, 6, take it slow. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So really, you notice the only difference is that we're not pausing in between beats. We're using every single beat, every single syncopated count. And in a second, we're going to show you maybe how you can put those together. Because of the space, we're going to show you a couple of different options. All right, so let's do this in español.
Ahora, chicas, van a hacer el mismo paso que hizo el chico. Si ven, es más rápido, pero otra vez mantengan su tiempo. So, primero van a hacer el 1, 2, 3 siguiéndose hacia atrás. Pero ahora tienen que mantener esos mismos 3 pasos seguidos hacia adelante. So, van 1, 2 y 3.
5, 6, 7.
Right? So, son 3 pasos a la vez. Right? Pero por supuesto con el tiempo, eso va a ser 5, 6, 7. Y ahora se van otra vez hacia adelante. 1, 2 y 3. Y terminan con el básico. 5, 6, 7. Right? So, hagamos otra vez. 5, 6, 7 y 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 y 8.
So, there are many options. Remember
Sí, hay muchas opciones para el estilo. Algo que le enseñé a los chicos es hacer el shimmy con los hombros, pero vean que los movimientos es hacia adelante y hacia atrás, no hacia arriba, ¿verdad? O círculos, ¿verdad? So, de esa manera lo haces correctamente, ¿verdad? Practíquenlo, ¿verdad? Primero antes de poner con los pasos. Y una vez que lo tengan, hagan los mismos brazos que normalmente hacen en su básico, ¿verdad? So, son 2 opciones. Una, hacen brazos de salsa como en su básico, o hacen shimmy con los hombros.
O neutral.
Y las manos las mantienes en un lugar neutral, eso no es demasiado. Okay. So, hagámoslo con todo completo. 5, 6, 7 y 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1. ¿Eh? Alright guys, so what we want to do is like kind of show you how we can put it together, so that way you can practice. Alright, so I'm going to do the guys timing, Jack is going to do the ladies timing. Alright, so we're going to do it this way so you guys can follow us in practicing. Alright, but now we're going to do one basic step in place because you see we don't have much space here. So we're going to use one basic step to go back. All right, so we have more space because we keep going forward with this step.
Yes.
All right, now the more you pivot, all right, the more you can stay in place.
Right.
All right, so that's one of the tricks that we can have. You don't want to like go too far, so don't try to cross too much because you're gonna keep moving forward too far.
Yes.
So that's a trick where you can keep yourself almost in place. All right, so let's do it again for the basic. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, and 7.
Now, one thing I do want to show you, if Waldo will stand over that way, you can continue the steps online. We added a basic simply because we don't have any room, okay? But if you wanted to incorporate all the steps together and you have this like amazing space, you're more than welcome to do it, right? Like for lady, and Waldo can show you here in a second, guys, I would start with my basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, and then do the slow one. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, and I could finish a little basic here and keep going right away. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So you can make it as wide or as small as you want.
Y para ustedes, chicos, algo que pueden hacer es, si quieren hacer los dos pasos juntos, lo pueden hacer. Nosotros tenemos un espacio reducido aquí, pero aún así, para ejercitarlo, si tienen espacio, van a una fiesta y hay mucho espacio, pueden hacer esto. Pongan su básico, 3, 5, 6, 7. Eso hacen lento primero. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Si tienen más espacio aquí, luego hacen el rápido. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Y después hacen el básico o cualquier otro paso que puedan hacer. Eventualmente les vamos a enseñar cómo hacer ese paso hacia atrás, ¿verdad? Pero no queríamos abarcar o hacer muy larga la clase, solo enseñamos en la clase próxima, ¿verdad? So, chicos, felicidades.
Yay!
Otro paso de salsa y nos vemos la próxima.
Practice, and we'll see you soon.